Food waste is a massive global problem, made more jarring when juxtaposed against world hunger. But alarming new data from the UN Environment Programme and UK non-profit WRAP reveals that food waste is double what we thought, at 931 million tonnes in 2019 alone.
If you actually took that 931 million tonnes and actually put it into 40-tonne trucks and line them up end to end, so this is big sort of normal waste trucks, line them up end to end, they would circle the earth bumper to bumper 7 times.
Here's where all that food waste came from. Retailers and supermarkets, the hospitality and food service industries, and the biggest culprit of all, our own homes.
People are not planning, so that before they go shopping, working out exactly what they've got in their cupboards, exactly what they've got in their fridge before they go out shopping, and therefore they buy more than they need.
Guilty.
And then when they have the food, they either serve too much, i.e. the portion sizes are wrong, and then they don't know how to use up the leftovers.
Guilty.
Also, storing food in the home is often imperfect. For example, apples will last up to 2 weeks longer if put in the fridge than if they're not put in the fridge.
Guilty.
Potatoes are best stored in the dark, for example, rather than in the light.
Guilty. All of this adds up, accounting for 61% of food wasted at the consumer level. And it's not just a rich country problem in places like the US. Similar levels of food waste are being seen in middle-income countries. And the problem extends further up the food supply chain and predominantly in the developing world.
An estimated 14% of all the food produced globally, valued at $400 billion, is lost in the supply chain from harvest up to, but not including retail. If we talk about the grains, we are looking to a large extent at storage. And if we're talking about the perishables, to a large extent, we are looking at during transportation.
But it's consumer behavior that has the outsized impact, from the preference for good-looking fruits and vegetables over ugly ones that are perfectly fine to consume, to buffets that serve up far more than anyone can or should eat. At the gut of the food waste issue is the steep economic, social, and environmental cost.
Today, we have an estimated 690 million people who are hungry. 3 billion cannot afford a healthy diet. So there are very, very critical imperatives for us to work to address the problem.
If food waste was a country, it would be the 3rd biggest emitter of greenhouse gas emissions on the planet.
Among countries fighting this is China, where President Xi Jinping has waged a war on food waste, including through a campaign known as Operation Empty Plate that would allow restaurants to charge customers for leftovers. Liling Tan, CGTN, New York.